$100 million Offers by Alex Hormozi. Summary and analysis. In $100 million Offers, Alex Hormozi reveals the secrets and methods that comprise the Grand Slam offer, the marketing strategy he came up with, which ended up transforming his life. Alex went from being an aspiring but broke entrepreneur, living on credit card debt, to a millionaire philanthropist within a year. He takes readers on a journey of trial and error, dreams and achievement, while offering tips and techniques for their own success. Chapter 1. Gym Launch. In late 2016, after successfully running his own chain of gyms, Alex Hormozi, an aspiring entrepreneur, decided to travel across the U.S. to pursue his new business idea, Gym Launch. Alex wanted to build on what he learned in promoting and filling his gyms up with clients. Gym Launch entailed teaching gyms how to make great offers and recruit the largest number of clients possible. Alex sold all his gyms to get enough capital to launch his new sales business. But the money ended up being stolen by his new business partner, leaving him with only $300 in his bank account. Yet he did not allow anything to hold him back from executing his plan. To fund his venture, he used his credit card, which had a limit of $100,000. By the first month of 2017, Alex had made $100,117, which was just enough to pay the $3,300 of debt he was accumulating daily. And by the end of 2017, he had made $3 million in profits. His success led him to meet his idol Arnold Schwarzenegger and become a philanthropist who attended many charity events and dinners. Chapter 2. The Basics. Alex was chasing his passion in sales from as early as age 23, back when he paid $3,000 to attend a meeting for business people and entrepreneurs in Las Vegas to learn about marketing and sales. The event organizer, TJ, had multiple successful businesses. TJ told Alex that the secret to sales is being able to come up with offers that make people feel foolish to refuse. The secret changed Alex's perspective towards entrepreneurship and became the main goal of his career. He discovered that being successful in business entailed persuading potential clients to pay him money in exchange for his services. He realized that to get them to agree, he had to persuade them with the best offer, the Grand Slam offer, as Alex calls it. Business is the transfer of dollars for value. This transaction begins with the offer, which consists of the goods and services you promise to supply or deliver, as well as how you will take payment and the agreement's conditions. It's when the process of acquiring clients and earning money begins. The main two problems entrepreneurs face are not having enough clients and not having enough cash or profits. These two problems are interconnected, as getting more clients requires having enough cash to do so, and not having the cash leaves you with not enough clients. Thus, working on making the right offer, the Grand Slam offer, helps solve the first problem, which in turn solves the second problem, making you a prosperous entrepreneur. Chapter 3. Providing unique value. It's crucial to understand that if your business isn't expanding, it's dying. To keep a business expanding, you must concentrate on attracting more customers, raising their average purchase value, and encouraging them to buy more frequently. Thus, by allowing you to separate yourself from the competition, a Grand Slam offer helps your business meet all three of the growth objectives. It enables you to do so by allowing you to offer your goods on the basis of value rather than price alone. A typical sales strategy aims at advertising a company's product as a price competitor to another similar product in the market, turning your product into a commodity that people aim to find at the lowest price possible. On the other hand, a Grand Slam offer marketing strategy promotes your product based on the unique value it provides, giving you freedom in pricing it after your product becomes differentiated from the rest of the market and placed in a category of its own. Your Grand Slam offer should have an appealing promotion, an unmatched value proposition, a premium pricing, and an unbeatable assurance that adequate cash flow will be secured to keep your company expanding. Chapter 4. The right conditions for a Grand Slam offer. Finding and targeting a starving crowd, a group of people who are in dire need of your product or service, is the first and most important step in succeeding and making a lot of sales. Picking the right market is also crucial. A right market has clients dealing with massive pain, clients with purchasing power, and clients who are easy to target. It must be a growing market, not a dying one. A market is considered to be dealing with massive pain when its clients are in desperate need of your product or service. Such a market also gives you a great margin to price as freely as possible. When the clients see what their life would be like after purchasing your solution to their problem, they will want to pay for it. Furthermore, a market with a strong purchasing power is one with an audience that is able to afford the product or service you are selling, otherwise all of your efforts would be wasted. An easy-to-target market is one where people are in communities or groups, which makes it easier for you to reach the largest number of people possible with the least amount of time and money. Seek people who belong to mailing lists, social media groups, and such. Looking for a growing market will help you move forward and make your efforts much easier and more impactful. And committing to a certain niche allows your product to be targeted to a specific audience rather than the masses. This makes it more unique, allowing you to raise its price drastically. Chapter 5. Pricing and Value. You must first comprehend value in order to understand how to make a compelling offer. People buy things because they think that what they are paying for is worth their money, and that the value they are receiving is greater than the amount of money they are paying for it. The objective of a Grand Slam offer is to persuade more customers to say yes at a higher price. You should only raise the price once your product's worth has grown significantly. Using the typical method of pricing, you are delivering a service at a price that is just over what it costs you to stay afloat. The Grand Slam offer technique, on the other hand, allows you to get the maximum money out of every sale, reinvest in your business, and still have money left over. When you raise your pricing, you enhance the value your product provides to the buyer without actually altering anything else about it. To be able to confidently ask for high prices, you must be extremely confident of the service or product you are offering, and to reach such levels of confidence, you must take the time needed to develop and master your product. Chapter 6. The Value Equation. To determine the value of a product, and subsequently the price that you can ask for it, Alex follows a division equation. The value equation comprises two positive aspects that you must work on enhancing and improving, and two negative ones that you should work on resolving and decreasing. The two positive aspects of the value equation that are found on the numerator side are the dream outcome and the perceived likelihood of achievement. The two categories in the denominator section are the perceived time delay between start and achievement and the perceived effort and sacrifice. The more you work on enhancing the numerator and diminishing your denominator, the more valuable your offering will be. Each of the equation's elements represents 1 point, and it is your duty to evaluate, according to your product or service, if it earns the full point in each category or not. The dream outcome is the result the prospect aims to achieve or obtain by buying into your Grand Slam offer. It is the main reason your clients approach you, and your job is to persuade them and show them how your offer will grant them what they seek. The perceived likelihood of achievement entails increasing a prospect's belief that your offer will work for them through communication. Proof: what you include or exclude in your offer and your promises, making your offer that much more valuable to them. On the other side of the equation, the period between a consumer purchasing and receiving a promised benefit is known as the time delay. The shorter the time between when they buy something and when they get the results, the more valuable your service or product is. Lastly, effort and sacrifice are what it takes your prospects to do on their side to obtain and achieve the results they are seeking. Chapter 7. The 5 steps of the Grand Slam offer. A Grand Slam offer is based on divergent rather than convergent thinking. You must be able to give answers to the prospect's difficulties in a comprehensive package that assures that all obstacles they may encounter before achieving their desired outcome will be solved, thanks to your thorough planning. Coming up with a Grand Slam offer consists of 5 steps: identifying a dream outcome, listing problems, listing solutions, creating your delivery solution vehicle, and finally trimming and stacking your solutions. The first step requires defining what your prospect's dream outcome would be and working on providing a means for them to reach it. Next, the second step entails considering what happens shortly before and after someone uses your product, service, and finding solutions for every problem your prospect might encounter. The third step then involves providing your prospects with the value they are seeking by working out solutions to the problems they might be facing. The fourth step in building your Grand Slam offer is creating your solutions delivery vehicle, which means finding the means and methods that your prospect will be using to apply the solutions you came up with in an automated and replicable way. Finally, trimming and stacking your solutions is the fifth and last stage in developing a Grand Slam offer. Remove the high-cost, low-value ones first, followed by the low-cost, low-value solutions. What should remain are low-cost, high-value solutions and high-cost, high-value ones. It is important to realize that when you are just starting out, you won't be able to offer high-ticket prices for your services immediately. Alex offered his gym launch services for free at first. Then he would get only part of the revenue that he helped attract to guarantee his plan's feasibility. Alex's Grand Slam offer revolved around providing prospects with a fully developed fitness and nutrition program that would allow them to lose weight and have a better physique. He thought most of his prospects would be having difficulties sticking to a healthy diet all by themselves. Alex came up with a detailed meal plan that contained all the ingredients and recipes that his prospects would require. The meal plans he created for his gym have now been adopted by 4,000 plus gyms and hundreds of thousands of individuals. They are a prime example of low-cost, high-value solutions. The week or two of concentrated work he spent producing them has paid off greatly. Chapter 8. Supply and Demand. All marketing is designed to alter the supply and demand curve. Through some form of persuasive communication, you artificially create demand for your products and services. By creating demand, you generate more sales, and if you reduce supply, you can achieve less sales but with much higher profit margins. Thus, creating some sort of exclusivity and scarcity in the products and services that you offer allows you to put much higher price tags on them, since naturally, according to the human psyche, people want to own rare and less common stuff. You should also try to maintain your supply below the demand that you can create. This increases earnings and keeps your client base hungry for more. This is the actual secret to constantly having customers ready to purchase your goods and services. Scarcity is a key factor that helps increase the perceived value of a product or service without it actually being any more or less valuable than what it actually is. When there is a limited supply or number of items or services available for purchase, prospects experience a sense of uniqueness. It raises the pressure to act and, as a result, to buy your offer. People's psychological fear of loss is piqued by the dread of losing out on something, prompting them to act. Humans are considerably more driven to behave in order to hoard a limited resource than they are to act in order to benefit themselves. There are 3 types of scarcity: limited supply of seats, limited supply of bonuses, and never available again. Using the psychological bias of scarcity to your advantage by having limited releases on physical products is a tried and tested strategy. You may have limited edition tastes, colors, patterns, and sizes, for example. It is important to sell out when using this method, as this validates the product's scarcity. As an example, Chanel is a master of scarcity, having maintained crazy margins and prices for over a century. They only ship 1 or 2 of each item to each shop, resulting in a varied selection in each location, with each item being the last or second to last item in stock. When it comes to services, putting a cap on the number of customers you can serve weekly, monthly, or yearly creates the same sort of scarcity that you achieve by releasing limited quantity products. Putting a cap on the number of customers you can serve keeps prospects waiting their turn, which makes them pay higher prices to gain access to your services. Chapter 9. Capitalizing on urgency. While scarcity is a quantity-based concept, urgency is a time-based concept. The presence of a set deadline or cutoff for a purchase or activity generates a sense of urgency. In the world of marketing, scarcity and urgency are frequently combined. It is possible to consistently build urgency while being ethical. Cohort-based rolling urgency, rolling seasonal urgency, promotional or price urgency, and exploding opportunity are Alex's 4 favorite techniques for creating urgency. Cohort-based rolling urgency entails having set deadlines for prospects to obtain the service you are promoting. For example, setting Monday as the only day per week for signups creates a sort of urgency among prospects and gets them to take action immediately. Having genuine sign-up date countdowns, especially across all digital media, is a key component of rolling seasonal urgency. To prevent losing trust, double-check that the dates you set are correct. Another method to create urgency is through pricing or bonus-based urgency, which uses your real offer or promotion discount structure as the item customers could miss out on. It enables companies that sell to clients all year to still employ urgency. On the other hand, exploding opportunity is a type of deal marathon that you may run once in a while by exposing a client to a buying pressure. As with all great opportunities, the opportunity has a ticking time clock. Every second that someone waits, they would be losing out on significant benefits. Chapter 10. Using bonuses as a Grand Slam offer tool. A single offer is worth less than the identical offer split down into its constituent elements and stacked as incentives. The reason this works is that instead of lowering the price, you increase the perceived value given, which increases the prospect's price-to-value disparity. When selling one-on-one, you must first ask for the sale before mentioning the bonuses. If they answer yes, you tell them about the additional benefits they'll receive after they've joined up. This generates a wow factor and confirms their choice to purchase. On the other hand, if clients do not buy after the first ask, you might provide a bonus that corresponds to their perceived barrier, and then ask again. The bonuses here act as incentives for the prospect to make the deal rather than confirm it. Also, other businesses may be willing to provide you with their services and goods as part of your bonuses in exchange for free exposure to your clientele. It's a free promotion for them, and it's free high-value items for you. Chapter 11. Risks and guarantees. Risk is the most common objection to any product or service being marketed. There's a chance it won't do what it's intended to do for prospects. Thus, reversing risk is a quick method to make any offer more appealing. One of the most common ways to mitigate this risk is to offer assurances. There are 4 common types: unconditional, conditional, anti-guarantee, and implied guarantees. It is important to note that while guarantees can be successful, consumers who buy based on them can become quite difficult. A consumer who buys only on the basis of a guarantee may not be prepared to put in the effort required to see your product or service succeed, and may be problematic in the future. Unconditional guarantees are the strongest and safest form of guarantee from the prospect's perspective. They essentially get to try your product or service for a specific period of time, and only proceed with the purchase if they actually benefited from your offering. Conditional guarantees are those offered as part of a terms and conditions contract, in which the prospect agrees that your service or product is guaranteed if they follow a set of rules and standards. When you expressly indicate that all sales are final, this is known as an anti-guarantee. You'll want to take control of this situation and have enough confidence and a solid reputation to back any promise you might make. Finally, implied guarantees can only be worked in offers that revolve around performance-based promotions. Such guarantees state that you simply won't be paid if you do not perform the task or job you were asked to do. Guarantees, like bonuses, may be stacked, as a seasoned salesperson often will do. For instance, you might provide an unconditional 30-day no-questions-asked guarantee, followed by a conditional 90-day triple-your-money-back guarantee. That is an instance of layering an unconditional guarantee on top of a conditional guarantee. Chapter 12. Naming and publicity. If no one knows about your Grand Slam offer, you won't make any money. Your objective should be to pique your prospects' attention sufficiently for them to take action after hearing about your offer. This procedure is incomplete without appropriately naming it. You may also rename the offer to keep it fresh over time. This one notion is certain to generate leads. You don't need to make any changes to the offer itself. Simply changing the wrapping paper will suffice to extend its life. To come up with a new name for your offer, simply follow the acronym MAGIC. The acronym stands for Make a Magnetic Reason, announce the avatar, give them a goal, indicate a time interval, and complete with a container word. Start the new offer's name by making a magnetic reason that tells people why you are running it, which gives prospects incentive. Then announce your avatar, which involves mentioning the audience or clients that you seek to target with your offer. Being specific about your target also improves the name's impact. Third, give them a goal, which entails mentioning your prospect's dream outcome in the offer's new title. This guarantees their attraction to it. Fourth, indicate a time interval, which involves mentioning in the offer's title the period of time they should expect to obtain their desired results out of your offer. Finally, add a container word to the offer's title to indicate that this is a package deal that includes a variety of items. It's a system that can't be compared to a commodity substitute. Some examples of good Grand Slam offer titles are Free 21-Day Mommy Makeover, 5 Clients in 5 Days Blueprint, and Back Sore No More. 90-Day Rapid Healing Intensive 81% off.